Time now for Hawk Zone, sponsored by Muckleshoot Casino.
And the Seahawks keep their playoff hopes alive, beating the LA Rams on the road. And in dramatic fashion, Terry Hollimon is joining me now, like he does every week, and we're so grateful here in the Hawk Zone. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
This was a must-win game for the Seahawks, right?
It kind of was. I mean, you look at the San Francisco 49ers, who are in our division. They're ahead of us a game, and we were hoping that they were going to take a loss yesterday versus Miami, but they didn't. They held on. So, naturally, it was a must-win game for the Seahawks, and it keeps us a little bit ahead in the wild card race.
They kept us on our toes. They kept it pretty close down the stretch, except Geno had that game-winning drive. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, it was kind of back and forth for the whole 3/4 of the game. The Rams, I don't know if we kind of underestimated them because they've been losing so much, but they kept it tight throughout the entire game. And then Geno, again, at the end of the game, he had a spectacular game, first and foremost.
Nice.
You know, 367 yards passing, his best game ever as a Seahawk passing the ball around. But that drive at the end of the game, masterful 2-minute drive, he took the field and took the Seahawks down the field to score the winning touchdown to DK Metcalf. It was an incredible, exciting game.
Could it be Bobby Wagner that caused any issues?
Bobby Wagner did cause a couple of issues. He had 2 sacks in the game, which was incredible for a guy playing a middle linebacker position. And he had what we're going to call an interception, fumble, takeaway, grab kind of situation. It was a little bit controversial. He made an interception where we thought that the Seahawks running back had the ball and was down. But Bobby was able to strip the ball away from him and get an incredible fumble or interception, however you want to label it.
Fumbleception?
Fumbleception. We're going to call that here today for the first time.
I bet you the NFL, the NHL.
NHL.
I bet you they have some crazy rule that we don't even know about called the fumbleception.
But it was good for him, you know, going against your former team for the first. I mean, it was an incredible game that he had, but fortunately for the Seahawks, they came out on top.
It was also an incredible game for Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf. They both had over 120 yards.
They did. And there was an incredible job for catching the ball. DK Metcalf had one of his greatest opponents in Jalen Ramsey and the Rams. They've been going back and forth for years, and yesterday was no exception. And at the end of the game, DK Metcalf was able to come through with an incredible catch to win the game. Tyler Lockett, these guys are like Batman and Robin is what I call them. You know what I'm saying? You got the big Batman in Metcalf, the little Robin in Tyler Lockett. But either way you look at it, these guys are incredible and are leading this team.
How are you feeling about the Seahawks running game, especially with Ken Walker having that ankle injury?
The Seahawks running game right now is really questionable. I mean, we're looking at, an ankle injury to a canine. And then we're looking at Travis Homer, who was out this past weekend with an illness, undisclosed illness, and an injury as well. DJ Dallas got in the game and he got injured. So we're really down to our 4th or 5th string running back right now. And so, yeah, we got a guy in there right now, Tony Jones Jr., that we were able to pick up from New Orleans in October. And hopefully he's able to hang on and do his thing. And hopefully we're able to get K9 back in the
Hopefully, that would be good. Meantime, Tariq Woolen set a franchise rookie record for interceptions.
He did, in fact. And it's our guy that we love here at New Day.
We do.
Yeah, we gave him a hard time at the beginning of the season, but here's the thing.
And by we mean you.
We mean me, yeah. But here's the thing. So not only is he one of the top rookies in the National Football League right now, he's actually probably one of the best defensive backs period in the National Football League. You look at the Pro Bowl voting, when the people vote for the best players in the NFL to go play in the Pro Bowl at the end of the year, he's one of the top vote getters right now in the entire league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm here for that.
Yeah.
The Rams were still able, though, to rush for 171 yards on the ground. Stopping that run game is something we still need to work on.
Yeah, it's something we have to work on. We've had some trouble the last couple of weeks. Obviously, last week versus Las Vegas, they ran roughshod over us. And then now the Rams put up 171, but they had help from some of the receivers getting the ball, outflanking the Seahawks defense. But if we want to move forward into the playoff picture, we're going to have to do a much better job of tackling and scheming against these opponents.
We can do it.
I know we can. And by we mean them.
Yes. Because
well, I'm not playing.
We're not playing.
I'm not playing.
No. All right, next week, the Seahawks return home for a big game against Carolina. What do we need to know about this one?
Well, Carolina is a team that's been struggling as well. Again, we faced two struggling teams in the past couple of weeks. Las Vegas, who's been struggling, the Rams, who've been struggling. Now we're facing another opponent, and they have been struggling mightily. They haven't won a game on the road. I haven't paid attention. I know. I'm about to tell you. So these guys haven't won a game on the road since last year. That being said, they're still in the National Football League. They're still professionals, so they got their backs against the wall. They're going to come out ready to scrap. So it's going to be a rough, tough type of game, physical type of game I expect, but I expect the Seahawks to win.
Well, and don't underestimate. That's where I feel like we get into trouble is when we're like, they're kind of a hot mess, don't worry about them, and then we get the Express running over us.
Yeah, they're still professionals. They get paid too.
Let's look at the bigger playoff picture. I think we're at the point where we can talk about this now.
Yeah.
We're there. 49ers won, like you mentioned. They remain at the top of the division, but Jimmy G is out for the remainder of the season. Now they're down to their third-string quarterback. Can we do this? I mean, we've seen this team already do incredible things this season that we didn't expect them to do. Can we keep the hope alive?
Absolutely, we can. And I think that, we're going to get another opportunity to play San Francisco. With a third-string quarterback, they're going to have to do some other things that they haven't been used to be doing. They're going to have to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, their running backs, their wide receivers. But, again, we're going to have an opportunity to play them. So the Seahawks really have the ball in their court. And if they had no business, they have an opportunity to be in the playoffs this year. Which is going to be big for all of us.
That would be huge for both of us.
Yes, yes.
all of us.
That means I get to come back and do more Hawk zones, more playoff games.
Oh, like we're not going to let you come back, make you come back here anyway?
I'm just wondering, I need an excuse
I want you to come hang out with me on New Year's.
Okay, where are we going?
Well, I'll tell you where we're going because check this out. If you want to go ring in the new year by partying through the decades, the Muckleshoot Casino is the place for you. Get this. The party starts at Galaxy at 11 a.m. where you dance to music from the 50s, the 60s, 70s, 80s, and the 90s, all the way to 2023. Check out their website for more details because I know Terry and I have all the moves.
Boogie woogie. Let's
We got all the moves.
All the decades.
All right, well, don't let the snow